for whatever reason. Why is she so upset, that little one? I don't know. Standing on a tree now. Whether it's because this is I don't know, it's really hard to tell. Okay, she's not behaving. Time for a little bit of reassurance. Sibling reassurance. There. Oh, we're missing there's just so much going on here, we don't know where to look next. But I think what it is that little girl's nose is out of joint because there's suddenly just other elephants here. Mama's being protective. I would hazard a guess and say that these two girls are sisters, and they're now the matriarchs of their own herds, and now they're coming together again. And maybe they were from the same mom or the same breeding herd once upon a time. And the little girl, who up until now has sort of been the big girl because she's been mama's right hand, and now suddenly she's just a child again. So she's probably having a temper tantrum because of that. She's having her own, taking out, look at that, dead tree, taking out a dead tree. She's going to hurt herself if she carries on doing that. But you can see, it's the same one we were watching earlier. She was quite calm, although she did look at us a bit funny earlier. But she's got that little left ear that's a bit floppy. I'm surprised none of the adults are doing anything about this little temper tantrum. It's almost as though they say, well, it's like a ignore it, it'll go away type of thing. What she did earlier, which was rather unusual, she actually knocked the top of it, most perfect pinnacle mound termite mound. She just knocked the top of it off. Another cow is going to take her children away because of this unruly child. Hello, baby. More termite mounds. Don't play with the termite mounds. They didn't do anything to you. Getting discipline from a big cousin. Calming and disciplining, I guess. More of a stop it now. Yeah. Very much like a that's enough now kind of gesture. Tusk in the rug. She's got so much to say. But he just keeps walking.
Isn't this just too much now? When are they going to stop performing for us? This little youngster's been so inquisitive and come right up to the vehicle quite a few times now, and I almost feel like I should put my hand out as an offering, but I won't. And we'll just sit and quietly enjoy this. I had a feeling they may come and feed on the fruits from this marula tree, and thankfully they did, because now they've come right up to us and are busy feeding, very relaxed. I don't know if it could get much closer. the youngster now being so close to the trunk of the hood of the bonnet. And there's a lot to keep in mind here because there's a lot going on very close to us, but they have come up to us, so they've made this decision, and I'm very glad they did. Well, that got my heart racing. Words cannot describe how I'm feeling. It really is hugely abnormal to have them that relaxed that close to the vehicle. And I'm not sure who's out there watching over us, but this, even all the audio we're hearing, the visuals we've seen, the cuteness and the size differences of these different animals, and the fact that such a large animal can be so relaxed with us, and especially an animal that's persecuted heavily by humans all over the world, and now we get the fortune of being able to enjoy a sighting of animals that us as humans have, like I say, persecuted and harmed for so many years. Marcus? Brian? Mark, did you speak in your special elephant language and organize this?
I don't know what that child's up with. I mean, that is...
So, did you see it? Did you see it flat in the termite mound?
Yeah.
I mean... that was incredible.
That was...
So...
He's just breaking trees down.
Which way are you going to head, Mark? Do you want to go and see the damage and destruction down there, or do you want to stay up here, or what should we do? How much longer have we got? Well, I wouldn't like to be whatever it is that is in that bush, because it sounds like it's getting demolished.
Doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I think there's something in there.
Okay, well, I'm going to go and have a poke around there, see what happens. We're trundling in. And as you've heard, we're not exactly sure what it could be. Speculation of potentially a predator, but there's something in the air that's really exciting these elephants. And it's been incredible. All the trumpeting and rumbling that we've been hearing. It's been action-packed elephant entertainment. And off they go again. Ooh. Surely that must hurt. Mark, just to let you know, they're coming towards you quite quickly from behind. Why? Who knows? I mean, I wonder if it even could be something to do with the frequency that the vehicles put off, because that car all of a sudden really kind of had a sights in for Mark, who was much further away than we were. And like I say, maybe there's a funny... Copy that. And Mark just did mention that there was a large enough distance between the two of them to rather avoid any confrontation. But again, like I've just said, I'm not sure what it is. Mark's not sure what it is, and he's been here all afternoon and she hasn't done that. So, and not just judging by her behavior, I mean, she's just tearing into a bush. So I think she's just anything that they see, really. whether it was a termite mound that the one knocked over, or dead branches, or old bushes, or Marc's car. I think it's all just some really interesting behavior that we don't need to look too deeply into, I don't think, because at the end of the day, we're never going to be able to know exactly what it is that's riled them up to this degree. Okay, well, there are just a few moments left, and sad times for me, but there is 2 more weeks of the project continuing, so that's such great news, and who knows, potentially there will be further extensions after that, and if there are, I'll do everything in my power to get a foot in the door and come back and try and get some work done up here. It would be really wonderful if things do continue up here, and I'd love to be involved. A huge, huge thank you to all of the viewers, and a lot of you have really given me a lot of support and sent me private messages on Facebook and took so many screenshots, uploaded those onto Twitter, and have really been so helpful, sending through questions, answering my questions, helping research if I don't know things. So to all of you, the viewers, a huge, huge thank you, and I'm so happy that the show is continuing, and now I'm going to become one of you, and I'm going to be tuned in from Cape Town, watching as much of this as I can, and I'm really going to look forward to learning as much as I can also from Marc, because the sad thing is you get to learn all of Marc's secrets and knowledge and experience from his years out here, but I sadly don't, so I'm looking forward to actually spending some time watching Marc in action. And obviously I'm going to miss the team here. VM, Brian, Alex, and Marc have been so much fun. We were already missing Romeo, but we're all good friends now, and we'll hopefully be able to join up in the coming months, be it for work or simply for pleasure. So that's something to look forward to, and a big thank you to all of the team members, Marc and Brian, Alex, and Romeo, for all of the help in this project and really making it a smooth and fun project to be involved in. So huge thanks with Marc and Brian, and Vim was really spectacular. So Marcus, jeez, thanks so much for everything, buddy, and what a way to finish.
I want to work with you again. We got to join up again one of these days.
Yeah, whether it's for work or pleasure, I just mentioned.
Actually, a tantrum, and then
I think that, or the fact that I think they've just been picking, I mean, anything. It went from the one termite mound to the dead, fallen down trees to the bushes to then I think you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Why the matriarch decided that, because she brought that calf after me, and I don't normally drive away.
Yeah. No, it was a strange one. It was funny to watch your both heads spin around as the radio message went through simultaneously.
Okay. Thanks for the heads up on that one.
Yeah, no, we could have let it go a few seconds longer maybe, but
I suppose. Maybe had a couple of holes in the back of Jigger. But the other most amazing thing is that this other matriarch, she's just calm throughout it all.
Exactly.
She's not even blinking an eye.
Yeah. You'd think the adults, both adults, sort of stayed out of it, but the one definitely seemed to get involved with the adolescents.
I don't know, I thought maybe there was a leopard hiding down there, and that's what all the fuss was about.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
whatever.
It was a great afternoon though, Marc, so thanks very much.
It's been a great time.
Yeah. And you must enjoy the coming weeks. And I've been saying I'm going to be a viewer now, so I'm going to be tuned in, taking notes from your drives and asking you some questions. So yeah, Marc, I'm so happy that it is continuing and that you are going to be here and that there's a chance for some future work, if not work in the future. Certainly some pleasurable trips will be had amongst a lot of us, I think, amongst all of us. We need to do some tours and
also, if you're ever here in the Lowveld, then from Cape Town, we can call it up here in the Lowveld.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Tomorrow, everybody, we're going to head back now. Thanks, Scott.
Cool, Marc. Have a good one. Thanks, Brian. It is so sad to be having to say goodbye, but it is one of those things that has to happen, sadly. And it's one of those things that you don't think is ever going to happen until it does. And then it really hits home, but at least, like I've said and we have mentioned a few times now, the show does go on, and even though I'm not going to be here, Marc will still be here, and that way we can still all share in these experiences, and that's the beauty of it. Doesn't matter where, it's in the bush here. And to Alex and the family.